Hey guys, this is Andre Touchy Feely. You're listening to the Verbal Scrap Podcast. Let's get weird.
This is the Shark, Anthony Avila. You're listening to Verbal Scrap.
This is Justin, the Raw Deal Basement. You're listening to Verbal Scrap.
This is Nan Fan, and you're listening to the Verbal Scrap Podcast. I'm a fighter. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to fight.
Hey, this is Dave Hirschbein, MMA Gold, and you're listening to Verbal Scrap.
I've worked so hard to do what I got to do in here. I took so much blood for this sport. I took so much pain, everything for the sport.
Hey, y'all, this is Eat Johnston. You're listening to SRMMA.com Verbal Scrap. Stay tuned. They got some good stuff coming up.
SRMMA.com recently covered Muay Thai Global 3. A lot of results posted at SRMMA.com as well as photos. Let's hear some of the interviews from our recent coverage before we get back into the finale of the Verbal Scrap Podcast here at SRMMA.com and on iTunes.
This is Matthew at Muay Thai Global 3 with Andy K, leader of the Andy K Muay Thai Gym. It seems like you got a lot of fighters on this card. Can you talk about the event?
Well, basically, we have two fighters. One the main event. One guy, his second fight. But I believe that Anthony Gomez able the main event. I believe that fight is going to be look good and legit. Then I believe that all the crowd there should be proud of what he's doing. We train hard. We working hard to improvement for the fighter.
Last time I saw you. Last time I saw you guys were doing really well at MMA, and now you're here. Could you talk about the diversity and the versatility of your fighters in your gym?
Well, basically, we not only just train Muay Thai, we also train MMA too. In the cage fight or that. What it is, I have experience training. Basically, I used to train Uri Faber, Kid California. That's what the skill I bring up to my own school. Because I have my own gym, I go with the MMA and the Muay Thai. Then I think it's good to sport be on the right now.
Have you done many of these Muay Thai Global events?
Well, this is the second time. First one, he's able to fight for that at the Jackson fight with the bell, and he's doing real good. And I think Bell lost the two teeth on the front with the elbow. But this one here, we cannot predict it. Whoever lands first, that thing's gonna happen. It depends how much skill you have, basically.
Awesome. What do you feel like there's a difference in the preparation that you put your fighters through for a Muay Thai event as opposed to an MMA event?
Well, yeah, it is. Basically, it's different. One is fight in the ground. One is a stamina fight and strike, and that's a big difference. One thing is this one's all about stand up. You're gonna be a boxing. You're gonna be kicking. You're gonna be punching. You're gonna be knee. You're gonna be elbow. Then there's gonna be movement. Make sure you'll be prepared for the stand up.
So we've got a really good turnout, and we've also got a lot of really good talent here. Muay Thai is not one of the most popular combat sports in America. But what do you believe draws people to this? It's definitely exciting. So what do you feel like draws people to this sport in particular, and your students and yourself?
Well, basically, I believe that this sport, something's new at the United States, and this is Muay Thai. Not many people know what is Muay Thai. Muay Thai is basically kickboxing, but only thing what we have is kicking and punching, knee and elbow. Kickboxing, most like kicking above. They don't have the elbow and the knee. That's what it makes different. One thing is Muay Thai is all about the art, egg limb, and punching, kicking, knee, elbow, clinching, and throwing, and that's all about Muay Thai. If people understand that's a Muay Thai, but the kickboxing is like punching and kicking. They don't have knee and elbow, and they don't have no clinch. That's a big thing. It's different. That's something new in the United States, and I would say this is one of those things they can be proud of that.
Do you believe that Muay Thai, with the organizations like this, Muay Thai will become more popular among the mainstream United States audience?
Yes, I believe it. Because right now, Muay Thai, a lot of people recognize it. Give you a sample, people fight MMA, they still use the Muay Thai technique, and they use on the MMA, and they stand up and strike. Especially Anderson Silva, everybody know that. In UFC fight, he used the Muay Thai technique, stand up and strike. Right now, we do a Muay Thai all strike. We not take down. That's most like kicking and punching and knee and elbow. You can see the result. Let's see what happens from there. That's what the people expect to see it.
Okay, one more question. This is kind of a completely separate issue. I'm just curious. Do you follow boxing, and if so, what do you think of the Mayweather fight tonight?
Well, I want to say Mayweather and other gentlemen fight and the boxing. I want to say he been around to the for the boxer. I mean, I want to say whoever train hard, that person's gonna go farther, and it depends how good the conditioning is, how much you can take from there. And that I know that they're just punching and moving, and that's what they target for. You know, they have no kicking and punching. That I know for sure that.
All right, thank you very much. This has been SRMMA with Andy K from Andy K's Muay Thai Gym. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
This is Matthew from SRMMA.com with Powell Conkham, who just defeated Richie Sandoval at Muay Thai Global 3. You got him by unanimous decision. You used a lot of footwork. You kept away, and you got in and landed when you needed to. Can you talk about your strategy in the fight?
Mostly I wanted to keep my distance because I knew I was a little bit taller than him. So my game plan was probably to take out his legs a little bit more, and go high and then go low and then go back up to the head again with a high kick. Throws them off a little bit.
I did notice you were kind of looked like you were varying your kicks and using one kick to set up a different kick.
Yeah. Oh well, that goes back to the thing where like you would vary from high to low. It throws someone off because they want to expect something from different angles. So it's pretty much the game plan.
He was doing that a bit to you with those right hooks.
Oh, those hooks, man, they're pretty mean. It was really good. I should have watched out for those, but he stuck them in really, really good. So what can I do?
It kind of looked like in the third round you were really trying to get that head kick knockout. Something for the highlight reel. Is that true?
Yeah. My corner was, they're all telling me like, hey, high kick, just throw it. And once you start throwing them, I don't know, it just kind of came natural, just to keep doing it.
One more question. Could you talk about your team at Muay Thai Lao and your training camp?
Oh man, everybody's friendly. We're basically just family, honestly. We all watch out for each other. We all teach each other different things. Like we have different people who come from different backgrounds. So once they all come together, we all have a different set plan, and combination becomes beautiful.
All right, thank you very much. This has been Matthew with Powell Conkham. This is Matthew from SRMA.com at Muay Thai Global 3 with Tyler Lloyd, who just defeated Simon Ho by split decision. You really you were faster than him. You beat him to the punch. Can you talk about how you felt you won your victory today?
It paid off because I was working really hard up into this fight. It was my first fight, going in. This was his second fight, and I took the victory.
You caught him with a sweep and threw it in some throws early on now. This is personally my first Muay Thai event I've been to. Could you talk about the rules as far as grappling in this context?
Well, I in the first round I picked him up and I slammed him, and they wouldn't. They told me not to slam anymore. And usually I do a lot of trips and a lot of slams, so I don't know about that. Usually they would let us do that.
Okay, fair enough. You basically were just faster than him, and you came in really hard. And it looked like you were able to sort of walk through his roundhouses. Can you talk about your training as far as your speed and your toughness?
I fight in my gym. I fight with a lot of bigger guys than me, so I can take a lot more, and that's how I think I had the advantage over him.
Could you talk about your gym, where you fight out of?
I fight at the Corner Boxing Club in Roseville off Judah and Vernon. It's a new gym. It opened about a year ago in January, or almost a year.
Okay, now Muay Thai is exciting, very exciting to watch. However, it's not one of the most popular combat sports in the U.S. Could you talk about what brought you into Muay Thai and where you plan to go with it, and if you think it'll pick up after events like this?
I wanted to start training Muay Thai because I want to learn more about my culture. I'm Thai. My dad was adopted from Bangkok when he was little, and I don't really know much about my culture, so my coach, Ezra Regan, he's been teaching me a lot.
Awesome. Could you explain the cultural significance of like the bicep tassels and so forth? Do you know the cultural significance of the bicep tassels and the headbands and so forth?
They blessed the gear for good luck by the monks and stuff. So that's all I really know about it. This is the first time I wore that stuff.
Awesome. So you won your first amateur fight. Can you just describe how that feels overall?
it feels great. You know what I'm saying? It was my first fight going in, and I was training really hard, so it really pays off. And yeah, if you want to fight, I mean, just you got to train really hard or get your ass kicked.
All right, thank you very much. This has been SRMA with Tyler Lloyd. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Matthew with SRMA.com at Muay Thai Global 3 with Star Monroe, who just defeated Angelina Moncado with a unanimous decision. It looked like you really controlled the distance with both your footwork and that front kick that you had. Can you talk about your strategy and how you came to win?
Yeah, I knew she was going to come forward a lot, so I practiced my teeps a lot, and I knew I had to be aggressive, so that's what I did in the ring.
It looked like you're also winning the clinch with some knees. You're pretty much dominating all over the place.
Yeah, a clinch is a big thing that we worked for this fight, and I just went out there and showed them what we worked.
Now, I didn't notice this until now, but you have braces on, and I imagine in a sport where you punch each other in the face, that could be problematic. Does that kind of encourage you to stay out of range and move your head more?
Definitely. I've gotten my fair share of busted lips, but it makes me work harder. Once I see that bloody lip, I'm like, oh, no, you didn't, and I just work harder.
Awesome. Anything else you like? Is there any other fights that you're going to do coming up?
Whatever fights come up, I just get in there and do them. Yeah.
Do you stick to Muay Thai, or do you dabble in other combat sports?
Muay Thai. That's what I do.
So what brought you to... Muay Thai isn't like the... it's definitely fun to watch and takes a lot of talent, but it's not the most popular in America as far as combat sports go. What brings you to this, and what would you like to see become of Muay Thai in our culture?
Well, my dad is the one that introduced Muay Thai to me, and since I got in it, I loved it. I love the adrenaline rush once you get in there, and I love using all parts of your body when you're in there, and I want to see this sport get big. I want to see it huge. I want to see it in the UFC. I want to see it everywhere. I want to see more girls do it. I just want it to get big.
Excellent. It sounded like, maybe it was just from where I was sitting, but it sounded like your opponent had the crowd on her side. Does that play a factor, or do you just tune that all out?
It does play effect. It makes me work harder. I love having it not in my favor because it just makes me work harder. And the win is even better.
So one last question. That being said, if you do continue winning and build a name, you're going to have people cheering for you. Will that conversely have an undesired effect?
No. I love my fans, and they make me work hard as well, and so I just can't wait.
Excellent. This has been Matthew with Star Monroe at Muay Thai Global 3.
Verbal Scrap Highlights.
This is Matthew from SRMA.com talking to Sakona Tai at Muay Thai Global 3, who just defeated Cedric Amouche. You got him with a TKO in round 2. You were throwing those right hooks really hard at him. Is that your punch, or is that just the opening you saw?
That's my bread and butter, man. That's my haymaker hand. So that's like my signature move. So
how many knockouts have you gotten with that thing?
You know what? On that fight, this is my first knockout. To be honest.
Oh.
So yeah, it's my first knockout.
So it looked like his strategy was to clinch you or the knees. It looked like at first you had trouble with that, then you found that opening. Could you describe how that played out?
Actually, that was my game plan, just to come out hard. But then he came with that, so I had to pull back and rethink. So when I saw the opening, he caught me with a couple of good knees, but then I saw the opening, I just went in.
So did you know anything about your opponent before you came in?
Sorry?
Did you know anything about your opponent before you came?
No, nothing at all. I fought him before, but that was a couple of months ago. But his clinch was really good. As you can see in the fight, his clinch was really good. But then, I learned to keep my cool and back away when I pushed him back when I see the opening. I follow the right hook or right uppercut, left hook. So yeah, it worked out well.
So you're from Australia, but you say you've been here training for several months. Can you describe just the process of moving so far away from home to train and do fights like this?
Nothing's better than home. Especially growing up in Australia for like your whole life, and then you come to America, it feels like you have to start over again. But then you have to adapt to it, because different people, different attitudes. But at the same time, I'm a quick learner. I pick it up very quick. So in a way, it just works out. It works out.
Are you going to go back to fight in Australia, or have you set up permanent residence here?
I'm thinking of going back to Australia and continue with my fighting. Yeah. So.
What kind of organizations have you fought in? Is it mostly Muay Thai? Have you done like other combat sports?
I've done boxing before. Then when I came to America, I just started learning boxing, kickboxing. So, yeah.
So how long are you going to stay here and fight? Because we love to watch you fight, but I'm sure that you've got fans at home that love to watch you fight too.
I would love to stay here and fight as long as I can, you know. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes. If everything works out here, I stay here. But then I am thinking of going back to Australia, but we'll see how that goes, you know.
All right, thank you very much. This has been Matthew with Sakona Thai at Muay Thai Global 3. This is Matthew with SRMA.com with Robbie Sheps, who just won the Muay Thai Global 3 main event against Tavonia. Excuse me. Aber. Excuse me, that's a bit of a difficult name. So, you pretty much put pressure on him the whole fight, just constantly moving forward and not giving him room to breathe. Is that your plan, or is that just kind of what happened?
I never really come out with a plan, but that's what I like to do. I usually fight MMA, and I just like to bring that fast pace and bring the pressure.
You won your first Muay Thai fight. You got a main event. How does it feel to enter into a new sport and get a win?
It feels great. It feels really good.
You're fighting. Excuse me. So you say you fought MMA. What organizations have you fought in?
I fought Sport Fight, Rogue Warrior Fights, King of the Cage, Blue Lake Fights. Yeah, I think that's about it. A couple other ones, I can't remember them right now, though.
How would you describe, as far as training and as far as the fight itself, the transition from MMA to Muay Thai?
Muay Thai, I'm not going to say it's easier, but it's I only have to focus on one thing, just standing up. MMA, you have to focus on the ground game and stand up. You have to look for more stuff. This is more just tunnel vision, get my stand up, try to open it up, and try to do something.
With this victory, would you see yourself fighting in Muay Thai in the future?
Oh, of course, yeah. That's what I started doing. I want to fight both. I've always loved Muay Thai, and I've always wanted to do Muay Thai fight, and I had the opportunity to do it, and I jumped on it.
What is your athletic history or your background?
I started off when I was a kid. I'm a second-degree junior black belt in Muay Thai. I played football. I wrestled. You know, pretty much always did sports, skateboarded. You know, I've been doing martial arts my whole life. I just always been active.
Sounds like you're the complete athlete.
I don't know if I would say complete athlete, but yeah, I like to bang. I like to do stuff. It's fun.
Excellent. Anything you'd like to say to your fans in closing?
I'd like to thank everybody coming. I know a lot of people made the trip from Reading to here, and I really appreciate it. I want to thank all my coaches, Josh Hernandez, Carlos Zapata, and Jeremy Johnson.
Thank you very much. This has been Matthew with Robbie Sheps.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Matthew from SRMA.com with Jackie Marr at Muay Thai Global 3. He just defeated Tai Nyon Lee, or it was a unanimous decision victory. It looked like you used a lot of footwork, moving in and out, stayed out of her way while landing counters. Could you talk about your performance as far as your footwork?
Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do. My coach always says, be first, be last, be gone, so that's what I did.
It looked like at first, like the first rounds you were more evasive, then the more comfortable you got more aggressive. Did I interpret that correctly?
Yeah, we just wanted to feel her out, see what she wanted to do, and then capitalize on that.
It looked like she was doing pretty well in the clinch in the third round. Did that affect you? Were you worried? Or was she not doing as well as from my perspective?
Well, I was getting away from all her attacks, so I guess that's the smart thing that she wanted to do, is try and clinch me. But I stuck in there and I kneed the whole time, so I came up from 105 to do this fight, so.
Oh, what weight was this?
112.
Wow, that's quite an increase.
Yeah.
Did you, how does fighting opponent that's larger factor into the mental game? Did you think about that in any way?
We just train to do what we want to do. We don't let our opponent, decide what's going to happen in the fight. So I just stuck to my game plan.
Could you, what's your record right now?
My record? 3-1.
Impressive. Where do you see yourself fighting next?
Wherever my coach decides.
Is Muay Thai your main sport, or do you go between other combat sports?
No, I love Muay Thai.
Excellent. Can you talk about your team, where you train at?
I train at Combat Sports Academy in Dublin with Coach Kieran Fitzgibbons.
All right. Thank you very much. Is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans?
Thank you, everyone, for coming out.
All right. Thank you very much. This has been Matthew with Jackie Marr. This is Matthew from SRMA.com at Muay Thai Global 3 with Jacob Yacaro, who just defeated Anthony Gomez with a unanimous decision. You really used your footwork a lot to get in and out. You were out of his range when he was swinging and pretty much in your range while you were swinging. Could you talk about that part of your training?
Well, I knew that he was a shorter fighter and probably stronger, so I tried keeping my range the most I can, baiting him in, tagging him while he tried to come in.
It looked like from my perspective, your strategy was to sort of wear him down and mess him up with the leg kicks early, and then switch to more of punching to the face later on. Is that did I interpret that correctly?
I just kind of forgot to start throwing the leg kicks more because I started tagging him with my hand. So when that hits your mind, you just start hitting him in the head more if you're landing.
It looked like he was really coming in hard, and it didn't shake you though. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, because I'm not sure why. I guess I just didn't at the time. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
Oh, okay. What gym do you train out of?
Unlimited and Milpitas, Unlimited MMA.
Excellent. So have you done MMA fighting as well, or is this or are you more Muay Thai at this point?
I'm more Muay Thai.
So what's your record at the moment?
Right now it's 2-0.
So now Muay Thai is as exciting as it is to watch, and I'm sure it is to fight in. It's not one of the most popular combat sports in America. What brought you to Muay Thai? And what drives you to fight and train?
I just love the sport. I like the sport a lot, and I love to do it. It's my passion. Yeah.
All right, one more question. Do you have any other fights lined up? Can we see you sometime soon?
I'm not sure yet. I got to talk to my coach.
All right, thank you very much. This has been Jacob Yacaro at Muay Thai Global.
Verbal Scrap Highlights.
This is Matthew from SRMA.com at Muay Thai Global 3. Post-fight with Panama Tauga, who just defeated Ivan Gatoli with a great knockout at 2 minutes and 9 seconds of round 2. He was pretty much on the defense the whole time. You were pushing in on him. It looked like you were kind of channeling Anderson Silva a little bit, taunting him, putting your head out, putting your arms down. Is that part of the strategy, or did that come out after what happened?
I think it's just an island thing, because even with Sione, we were going at it, and, a friend of mine, Sione, I fought in the cage, Gladiator. When we fought, we tell each other, come on, let's do this. And I guess that's just the way it is, when I face another island brother. I got love for the guy, And just I said, come on, let's do this. I can see him getting tired, getting frustrated. I said, come on, man, let's put on the show.
What island are you from?
We're both from Samoa.
Nice. So, yeah, you really just got in there with those punches. You were really aggressive. You didn't seem to run out of stamina either. Can you talk about your conditioning?
Condition is my partner right here, Vic V-Rock from 5150, and Jesse, they've been pushing me, and an old friend of mine, Mike Mattetni, he's home right now. Mike, if you hear this, I love you, bro.
Right. Now, I usually don't like to bring up this subject because it usually goes in passing, but there were, I counted 3 cup kicks. Now, how does, because usually one you can shrug off, but those looked really bad. How do you fight through those and brave on after such a bad injury?
Because you know what, brother, this might be my last fight. So in my mind, I said, this guy's gonna have to break me. So every time that kick came, I told myself I need to get up. I got 3 kids back home. I need to get up. I can't go home with a loss.
Right. Awesome. Would you like to say to your fans or kids in closing, is this a certain retirement, or are you kind of still deciding at this moment?
It's a certain. For me, I'm done. I'm 42. I had fun. I just want to be a good father to my kids and take time off and just be there.
All right, awesome. So you're retiring with a win. Sounds like a good deal. Anything you'd like to say to your fans in closing?
Thanks for the support. Keep God first, and all things will come to pass.
All right, thank you. This has been Matthew with Panama Tauga.
Find SRMMA's Verbal Scrap podcast on iTunes and at srmma.com.
Some interesting fan-involved things happening at srmma.com. We have a Ring Girl vote coming out this week. You can vote on who you'd like to see potentially go to the next round in our Ring Girl vote to see who will be our Ring Girl feature. And you're always welcome to email jw@srmma.com if you're interested in being involved with the vote, as well as our Promising Prospects line. We have an interesting series where we follow and feature certain athletes that are making promising steps in their evolution as a fighter or a competitor. If you're interested in getting involved or know anyone you'd like to see potentially be in the Promising Prospects vote, you can go ahead and email us or hit us up on our Facebook, facebook.com/SRMMA, and at SRMMA Tweets on Twitter. You'll be able to vote for who you'd like to see more information about as far as our Ring Girls and the next Promising Prospect line. If you're interested in getting musical guests involved with our show, feel free to contact us as well. We're welcome to any kind of music of any kind. All we got to do is know that they exist, and we'll put it out there for you. Also, for you fans that are interested, it just so happens that srmma.com will soon be unveiling a new site of them, building websites, social media, production, photography, and more. If you're interested in finding out more about what we can do, you can email info@srmma.com, and we can do anything you need as far as modifying things on your website or building you brand new websites from the ground up, photography, social media, anything that you need done. srmma.com and its affiliates can go ahead and take care of that for you coming up in the near future. So if you're interested in being involved in some of our initial pieces and initial work, you can always email info@srmma.com for pricing information and more. If you're interested in advertising in any way with srmma.com, email me directly, jw@srmma.com for more, and we will get you started in any way you like. We have tons of places to put advertisements. You can grow your brand as srmma.com grows, and we're really looking forward to doing business with you guys. Back to some MMA news. The UFC is finally heading back to Sacramento on December 14th. Main event of the evening, lightweight champion Anthony Pettis will be defending his title against Josh Thompson. TJ Grant was the original opponent for Pettis, but he was not medically cleared to compete after suffering a concussion in training, so Josh Thompson will be stepping up in a bantamweight matchup. Uriah Faber is going to be taking on Michael Mayday McDonald. That has fireworks written all over it. Chad Mendez will be taking on Nick Lentz, as well as Carlos Condit will be taking on Matt the Immortal Brown. All happening on the UFC fight card, UFC on Fox 9, scheduled for December 14th in Sacramento, California. Get your tickets now. You've been listening to the Verbal Scrap Podcast, the 51st episode. If you fans are interested in winning free merch, you can always tweet us on Twitter for the opportunity to be involved with SRMMA merchandise. And if you tweet us with the hashtag MMA Gold, you'll have an opportunity to win an MMA Gold shirt or an MMA Pink product. So check them out now. We'd like to give a shout out to all of our sponsors on the Verbal Scrap Podcast. And if you're listening to me now, you're listening to Dead Air.